Hi traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Forex Report. I'm your host Paul. Today is Sunday, June 18th, and in this video I want to look at Forex pairs of the euro, the pound, the CAD, the yen, and the dollar index. So let's start. All right, looking at the 4-hour chart of the US dollar index. So we can definitively say that the dollar is selling off. Made an impulse. I got 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like the 5th wave completed on Friday. So when I zoom out, this, I think what they're doing is they're making a really big, I think it's going to be a running flat. So because what I see so far is just you had this running flat here for 3 waves down, and then this gets a little complicated in here, but it looks to me like this is 1, 2, 3, and then there was a quick 3-wave move down, and then and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. So that's a 3, 3, 5 pattern, corrective pattern. So I think that this 3-wave move is A, this 3-wave move is B, and they're correcting downward. So that's A, that's B. So now we need a 5-wave move for C. And like I said, I think the first wave is in. So that 5-wave move is in. And they already started to correct, and I would expect it to be a pretty healthy correction, and that'll be 2, and then they're coming down for 3, 4, and 5, and they'll have to break that low, that 179. And it could go real low, but so in all, then that'll be your A, B, and that'll be C. So if I zoom out. And that'll happen. So this might come down, who knows? But and then at that point, so then this will be the A, this will be A, B, C, and then they're going to come back up somewhere, wherever, depends on how low this goes, and then they'll still come back down. So, but so for short term, I think this first wave is in, this 5-wave move is in, and now they'll start correcting up, and then start resuming down. So probably all next week it'll just be chopping upwards to get a correction. Maybe up to back up to the 103s or so, but then I would expect it to sell off pretty briskly after that. All right, euro. So I was wrong on the euro. I thought that they would come down and break that low one more time, because I thought this was 1, 2. I thought that was 3, and then they were over here. I thought that was going to be 4, and then they would come and break it one more time, and that'd be 5. And like I said, I see this as a running flat too, and then it would take off, but it never came back down. And so when we looked at this, there's this little running flat here that I think must be the 4. So I think, you got 5 waves. It was just a running flat that I missed, 3, 4, and 5. So now, obviously it's exploded upwards, and it looks like, we got 1, 2, and the 3 could be in, and so that would kind of match up with the dollar index. So I'd expect like a pullback here for 4. Actually, the euro still might be just like a little correction, one more up, and then the bigger correction, because this in here looks like there's a running flat, so like almost like a 1, 2, 3, and So it might just give a little correction and one more up, but eventually you're going to get a bigger correction, because then this will be 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 3, 4, and up to here for 5, and then you'll get your bigger corrections. All this will be just the first wave, and then 2, and then start to head up and take out this 110 level here. So there might be one more push up, but at some point you're going to get a bigger pullback. So if you're not already in, you could wait for pretty healthy correction for 2, I think, and then start to buy up for 3, 4, and 5 coming. And the pound, so the pound just keeps going up. And so, like I said, I still think that this is correcting. It's making a very, very big correction. So I still think that this was just a 1, 2, 3 move. And then this was 3. And this was 3. And so if we need so if that's the A, we need a B wave, and it's got to be 3 waves. So I think that's like W, and then 3 waves down here for X. And it looks like you got like a 3-wave move up for Y. And that'll be the B wave, and then I would expect that the pound then will come down to somewhere. I don't know exactly where, it could be like right there, but I would expect like a 5-wave impulsive move down, because then this will be A, B, come down for C, and then take off. So I think at any moment this pound can start to fall, because it looks like you got 3 waves. Now they might not be done because like there's no divergence or anything. So it might be that this is 1, 2, and now we need 5 waves, and the 5th wave isn't totally done. So they might like just correct, just like the euro. I think might give you a little correction. Come down, and they already started to, but they still might go up one more time, and then create the divergence, and then they'll come down sharply for a C wave. So that's what I'm expecting there. All right, the CAD. All right, so finally the CAD broke that level. So now the only question for me, like I said, I got 5 waves up over here, and then here's a 3-wave move, and here's a big 3-wave move. And now we've got this contracting flat here, 1, 2, and 3. And this 3rd wave might not be totally in, but so now it could be that this is W, X, and Y, and if that's the case, the CAD would be in a position now that it's going to go up. This is all, it looks very corrective, right? No impulses going on. So it looks very corrective. So if it's going to be a WXY, it could be in a place right now to start heading up. So I would not be looking to sell this. Now, it could also be that this is 3 waves for A, 3 waves for B, and now they're going to make a C wave, and this is 1, 2, and they'll probably push this down a little bit farther for like a 3, and then give you a 4 wave, and then come down still one more time for 5. So you just need to watch here, because it looks to me like we just completed 5 waves. So like here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like they just completed, and and you got like 1, 2 up here, and then here's coming down. This is 3. That could be 4, and so it looks like there's 5 waves. So I would expect at some point you're going to get a correction, and you just need to watch. they just come up in three short little waves and then still go down, and start coming down, you got two choices. You either just wait or you just take a break even or small loss trade and then, let the 5 waves play out. But, either way, I'd only be looking for biceps. You got divergence on both MACD and RSI, and, it's in a position where one of two things will happen. Either you're going to get a small correction for a 4 and still come down for 5, or, this could be the lower, very close. They might still be pushing this 5th wave down a little bit more, but, or, it's a WXY, and, this will probably turn into something more impulsive. All right, and the yen. All right, so the yen just keeps pushing up. I was expecting that they were going to come down one more time. I didn't think that this would be all the correction for this big move up. So it could be that they're going to create like some kind of running flat here, because they broke the top, but you still have a lot of divergence. And this all in here is just very corrective. It's not. It doesn't look like it's ready to go up, because it looks like just a 1 A, B, C down to here. Now it's not 3 and 4 because you came into 1. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, and then maybe there's like a 1, 2, 3 in there, and then impulsive up here. I would almost expect. You're going to need at least a little correction, but it might be that this is going to turn into a running flat. So this is A, so like an ABC for B. Come down, not well. They could break that low and create an expanding flat, but I'd almost expect like they'll come down to about here, and then still one more up, and then you'll have a nice running flat, because this doesn't look like the start of the next wave up. It's just very, very corrective, and it's kind of exploded up here. But I'd expect a pullback, maybe come back down to like 139, 9-ish, and then still one more up. And I think 142.51 would be a good target, because then you'll have like a big running flat. But I think next week there should be a pullback coming in here. All right, that's what I see on the Forex pairs. Hope that helps. Thanks for your likes and comments, and I'll see you in the next video.